1974 was a year where rock music wore many faces. Some tracks became chart toppers, while others grew into cult favorites, played endlessly on vinyl and FM radio. Let's revisit 15 unforgettable rock tracks from 1974 that continue to shape playlists and memories today. Number 1. Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard. Few guitar riffs are as instantly recognizable as this Southern rock anthem. Released in 1974, it quickly became the defining song for Leonard, reaching number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100. The track combined regional pride with a sing-along chorus, making it a staple at concerts, parties, and classic rock radio for decades. Beyond the charts, it helped cement the identity of Southern rock, blending blues, country, and rock into a sound all its own. Nearly 50 years later, Sweet Home Alabama remains a cultural touchstone, the kind of song that gets entire crowds singing. The single hit number 2 in the UK and climbed into the top 20 in the US, giving Queen their breakthrough moment. Looking back, Killer Queen was the perfect preview of what the band would become: flamboyant, ambitious, and unforgettable. Number 3, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by Bachman-Turner Overdrive. Sometimes the biggest hits are the ones you never expect. That was the case with this stuttering rocker, which Randy Bachman originally recorded as a playful joke for his brother. The track's off-the-cuff energy gave it a spontaneity that stood out on radio in 1974. Listeners loved its hook, and DJs couldn't resist spinning it again and again. It went all the way to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Canada's RPM chart, and it even hit number 2 in the UK. For Bachman-Turner Overdrive, it cemented their place as arena rock kings, following close on the heels of Taking Care of Business. Decades later, that famous stutter and riff still make it one of the most recognizable and fun rock songs of the decade. Stuck inside these four walls. Number 4, Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings. If one song defines Paul McCartney's post-Beatles creativity, it's this ambitious 1974 single. Structured like a mini-suite, it moves through 3 distinct sections, from acoustic melancholy to soaring rock anthem. The single topped the US charts, sold over 1 million copies, and hit number 3 in the UK, cementing McCartney's place beyond his Beatles legacy. Its adventurous structure showed that mainstream rock could still take risks and captivate audiences with something bold. Band on the Run remains a career highlight, celebrated as one of the finest examples of McCartney's songwriting freedom in the 1970s. Number 5, I Shot the Sheriff by Eric Clapton. By 1974, Eric Clapton was already a rock legend, but this cover of Bob Marley's song took his career in a new direction. He infused the track with reggae rhythms while still keeping a blues rock edge, introducing many rock fans to the Jamaican sound for the first time. The single soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Clapton's only US chart topper, and later earned a place in the Grammy Hall of Fame. Its success also boosted Bob Marley's recognition outside of reggae circles, helping bridge two very different musical worlds. Decades later, Clapton's version remains one of the most famous reggae rock crossovers, a song that changed the way audiences heard rhythm and groove.
I can see her lying back in a satin dress in a room.
Number 7. Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot. In 1974, Gordon Lightfoot brought storytelling back to the top of the charts with this moody folk rock gem.
Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping.
It's a song about jealousy and suspicion, written with the intimacy of a confession yet carried by a driving acoustic rhythm.
Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been.
The track reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and also topped the Easy Listening chart, making it Lightfoot's biggest U.S. hit.
I can picture every move that a man could make, getting lost.
Its success wasn't just in numbers. The song's raw honesty and lyrical bite stood out in a year filled with polished pop.
Woman got me feeling Sundown.
Even now, Sundown remains one of Lightfoot's defining works, a reminder that vulnerability and doubt can be just as powerful as love songs. Number 8. Benny and the Jets by Elton John. This single began as an unlikely hit, but fans quickly turned it into one of Elton John's most iconic songs. Initially boosted by heavy airplay in Detroit, it spread nationwide and soon climbed all the way to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The track, with its stomping beat, soulful falsetto, and crowd noise effects, blurred the line between glam rock and R&B. Its fictional band Benny and the Jets became part of rock mythology, embodying the glittery, eccentric spirit of the era. Even now, it remains a staple of Elton's live shows, and a track that bridges audiences across genres: funky, flamboyant, and unforgettable.
I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel.
Number 9. Radar Love by Golden Earring. Some songs are made for the open road, and this Dutch rock classic is one of them. Released in 1974, it's powered by a pulsing bass line, driving drums, and soaring vocals that make it feel like a highway at full speed. The track became Golden Earring's biggest international hit, climbing to number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reaching the top 10 in multiple countries. Its storytelling, about a man feeling a mystical connection while racing down the road, struck a chord with listeners everywhere. Decades later, Radar Love still shows up on countless Best Driving Songs lists, proving its timeless place behind the wheel. Number 10. Ricky Don't Lose That Number by Steely Dan. Steely Dan had already built a reputation for jazz-influenced rock, but this track became their biggest hit. Released in 1974, its smooth groove and cryptic lyrics drew listeners in, giving fans something to both hum along to and puzzle over.
You tell yourself you're not my kind, but you don't send it off in a letter to yourself.
It reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving their unique blend of complexity and accessibility could still win mass appeal.
I have a friend in town, he's heard your name.
The arrangement, built on subtle piano riffs and laid-back rhythms, showcased the band's meticulous attention to detail in the studio.
What you want, you might use it if you feel.
To this day, the song remains a hallmark of Steely Dan's catalog, sophisticated, cool, and endlessly replayable.
If I could make a way.
Number 11, The Air That I Breathe by the Hollies. By 1974, the Hollies had already enjoyed a string of hits, but this sweeping ballad became their last major chart success. Lush with orchestral arrangements and layered harmonies, it stood out in a rock scene dominated by riffs and raw energy. The single climbed to number 2 in the UK, hit number 6 in the US, and also rose on the adult contemporary charts. Its dreamy, romantic mood would later echo through pop history, most famously inspiring the structure of Radiohead's Creep. Even now, it's remembered as one of the Hollies' most powerful performances, a song that feels as timeless as it is elegant. Number 12, Taking Care of Business by Bachman-Turner Overdrive. Some songs feel like they were born to be blasted from car radios, and this one fits that mold perfectly. Released in 1974, it became an anthem for working people, with Randy Bachman's bluesy riff powering its memorable hook. It rose to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 20 weeks, proving its staying power. The song's chorus is simple, but that's its genius. It's easy to sing, instantly recognizable, and endlessly relatable. Over the decades, it's been featured in commercials, films, and sporting events, cementing its place as one of classic rock's most enduring crowd pleasers. Number 13, Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. By 1974, David Bowie was already a master of reinvention, but this single captured his glam rock phase at its sharpest. Built on one of the most recognizable guitar riffs of the decade, it's a swaggering salute to youthful rebellion and self-expression. The song climbed to number 5 in the UK and became a cult favorite in the US, where it reached the Billboard Hot 100. Its raw, riff-driven energy stood in contrast to the more polished rock of the time, and its lyrics celebrated individuality in a way that resonated with outsiders. Looking back, Rebel Rebel feels like a bridge, one foot in glam, the other pointing toward the punk revolution just around the corner. Number 14, The Locomotion by Grand Funk Railroad. Some songs are too catchy to stay in one decade. Originally a 1960s dance hit, this one got a fresh rock makeover from Grand Funk Railroad in 1974. They amped it up with crunchy guitars, pounding drums, and a stadium-sized chorus that made it feel brand new. Suddenly, what was once a sweet teen pop track became a roaring rock anthem. The gamble paid off. Their version soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and also topped the Canadian charts. That summer, you couldn't avoid it on radio or the dance floor. It became one of Grand Funk's biggest hits, showing their knack for fusing raw rock power with playful pop hooks. Fans lined up to sing along, and DJs knew it would always get a crowd moving. Today, it remains proof of how a great song can be reimagined and still feel vital. Grand Funk didn't just cover the locomotion, they turned it into a rock classic of their own. Number 15. Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer wasn't new to the rock scene in 1974. He had already worked with the McCoys and Edgar Winter. But with this hard rock workout, he stepped out on his own and delivered his one big solo hit. The track is pure energy, built on a driving riff and playful lyrics that feel tailor-made for late-night concerts and garage bands. It's the kind of song you can imagine blasting from a jukebox with a crowd singing along. On the charts, it hit number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100 and climbed even higher in Canada. For a moment, Derringer was front and center on the rock stage. Though he never repeated the feat as a solo artist, the song earned a permanent spot in classic rock rotations. Its raucous guitar tone and good time spirit made it an anthem for anyone looking to cut loose. Decades later, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo is still played at arenas, festivals, and on the radio, a cult favorite that never lost its spark. 1974 gave us an incredible mix of sounds, from rebel anthems and road songs to tender ballads and genre-bending experiments. Each track we've revisited still holds up today, proof that great rock music never fades with time. Whether you remember spinning these on vinyl, catching them on AM radio, or just discovering them now, they continue to carry the spirit of an unforgettable era. Add them to your playlist, turn the volume up, and relive the magic of a year when rock music truly has